stuff they were mining for is rock like this. You know that gold in there?
Oh, that is still going
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
And then they pressed it and they
Yeah.
take the gold out.
Right. That's why they
Uh-huh.
had to smash it so much. You know.
Oh my goodness.
Now the smelting process, and you notice there's purple in here.
Yeah.
That's silver.
Oh, the purple is silver.
Silver and gold
so
makes
you're
purple,
so unlucky.
the colors.
It's very rich, huh? Gold,
Oh, yeah.
silver.
Yeah. Here's pure silver coming out.
Oh.
Oh.
So where is the diamond?
Way up north. You got to get up by the volcanoes.
Oh.
So when they smash this down and make it like sand, it's really hard to get that gold out. So the smelting process, they run it through these machines, heat it up, and they run poisons like arsenic and mercury through it. That extracts the gold, you know, separates it off. So our mines didn't shut down because we ran out of gold. During the war, 1944, the government wanted the people to come to work or go to war. So if they said, hey, close your mines down, everybody's got to go to war, they would hide people, and they would still work. So what happened was they put a cap on gold price, $6 an ounce. So they couldn't afford to bring out the gold.
Oh, so then they have.
So they just left. You walk through any of these hills here, these mountains, you'll find equipment bigger than my van, all rusted out, left there. They couldn't even afford to bring it out. You know, they just had to leave it. Hopefully one day they come back and do it. What happened was we became a territory and a state after the, 1959. By the time the war is over, we're getting on our feet. We're a state. We find oil.
Oh, yeah.
Now we don't need the gold right now, the biggest oil find in North America.
Yeah.
So now every year the mining companies come in and they want to mine this area up here. But if any of that arsenic or that mercury stuff get in our water,
Environmental.
yeah, environmental disaster. Our fishing, we have crab, we have shrimp, we have everything out here.
Watch that Deadly Catch every year, every night.
Oh, I love that show, man. Yeah. Around here, they're a little bit easier. They don't have the bad waves. They still go out crabbing, and they catch a lot of crab, but they don't go out the Bering Sea. So
Exactly, do they fish at? Is that
Bering Sea,
way up north, very
north?
tip of Alaska.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
close to the Russian.
yeah.
Oh.
So so we have this quartz rock running through here, the white rock. You notice how some of it looks like it's rusting? That'll be your fool's gold, your pyrite gold. That metal rust. Gold and silver do not rust.
Yeah.
Oh.
But in Alaska and Canada,
That's weird. First time I saw that, though.
yeah,
Usually the layer like that we see at Grand Canyon, this layer go vertically, not
Yeah,
horizontally like that. It looked like the whole mountain was
Yeah.
like this, right? And it got pushed down.
yeah, the weight of it,
Yeah.
push, it carves
Yeah.
as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cái tảng băng.
When you walk downtown, you can see the whole thing coming down. So you can take pictures of downtown.
Better picture downtown. Yeah.
Because yeah, all these trees are out of the way.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of those are just 100-foot drops.
Yeah.
They're coming down.
Cái này mát hơn
And
là
as it
Rhino
comes,
View của Yosemite.
well, as it comes down, it's cutting through the rock. The pressure of that,
Yeah.
so it's still bringing gold with it down. And no, I mean it wasn't there. This wasn't here a week ago.
Oh.
I think they had trucks doing something in here, and they wanted to put. There's really no difference between ice and glacier, except glacier has been compressed so hard.
Wow.
There's no oxygen in the ice, so solid ice.
Oh my God, 1,500 square
Yeah,
miles.
that means over 30 different glaciers. This is one of the largest ones, one of the top 5 largest ones. And every year up there we get about 200 feet of snow. So last year's snow, 200 feet, is sitting up there. It's nice and soft. It's light. Right now it starts right around here, around the 3,000 foot range. These back over here, that's called the Chilkat Mountain Range. Those are around 6,000 feet. That's why there's so much snow on them still. They just look low as ours and they're so far away.
Nhưng mà nó lúc
Cái núi nó nhìn thấy thấp mà 6,000 feet.
it's far away.
Double the height.
Đây nó là đường.
So these are seawater, right? Not sweet water.
Well,
The whole, you know?
yep. But in the back behind there, we do have a Costco, a Home Depot.
Costco.
Costco.
Yep. This is a little bit more flat for this area. Of course, it was ocean at one time too.
We headed to Juneau International.
I call it the Golden Arch.
Yeah, the Golden Arch.
Everywhere I go. In Asia, Korea, China.
Well, I'll tell you what, that McDonald's you just saw, in its first week, sold more hamburgers and cheeseburgers than any other McDonald's ever has in the world.
Really?
Yep. It wasn't because the 30,000 people lived here.
Oh.
I mean, we of course went, bought, and, you know, but we could go back tomorrow. What happened was all these little villages, I mean, there's literally hundreds of them you've not even going to, haven't heard of. There could be 200. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be real hard to get a picture from here because we go back and forth. But I promise you won't melt before we get there. Does anybody have a National Parks card?
We do have in...
we have to pay to get in?
No. Most
no,
of
but
it's
in
free.
Yosemite... Yosemite...
It's the only It's the only national forest with ass in it. Tongue and ass. Now these bears out here, really? No food or drink. If a bear does come up, look at all these people. Just kind of back away slowly, and when you see somebody in a wheelchair, lock one tire, and then run. The bear will chase, but when a guy in a wheelchair tries to get away, he's going to go in circles because one tire's locked. And the bear will just chase him around in circles. It's good entertainment, you know, you can watch it.
I'm going to cover the word tongue.
Now this trail right here, you can walk.
Because my wife is slowly with you.
Try to carry yourself a nice little thing. I mean, I carry one with me all the time.
I see. Make noise.
Well, when it comes up, no sudden movements. You take the stick out real slowly, and you can get any stick around it. But take it out real slowly, whack the guy next to you in the kneecap as hard as possible.
Oh my God.
You can see it's been used very well.
You get good.
So I had a stick.
No.
As long as it's not the guy in your family, right?
Well, as long as the guy's not paying the meter. If it's the guy paying, you take care of him, okay?
Okay, Roland, we'll see you in half an hour.
Okay.
Thank you.
And stay away from this lady in the blue over here. Mean, evil woman.
What?
My ex-mother-in-law, I can say.
Yeah, hey, and I'm very happy that I can say X.
Friendly.
Kể chuyện này nghe. Mặc áo luôn đi.
Ở đâu lạnh đâu lạnh đâu.
Anh chụp giống nhau nha.
Birds. Yes. Yes. So the ice you have here that you're touching right now, if you want, that's 200 to 250-year-old ice.
Oh.
Still smooth.
Oh yeah.
Got to feel it. Bác chụp đi bác chụp. Đây nè, có đây nè.
What the này thế nó. Rồi, đẹp quá. Chưa đi, hay quá. Chưa đứng chỗ này còn chưa quăng. Rất là đẹp.
Rồi đi, nào cái hộp đi. Em chụp mấy. Ở cầm luôn đi. Em chụp mấy này cho thế nào có hình mà đừng lo.
Ok.
Trời đẹp.
Cái không này đẹp quá hả?
Nó mướt ha, nó xanh mà nó mướt lên luôn á. Cái spy đó, mấy cái spy á. Gọi là xanh đờn.
Chúng ta lên bữa trên đây coi nè.
Lên cái đất
observation deck. Ok, cái thứ
chỗ này nó lạ ha. Nó ngộ nhiều.
Con ok. Vậy đi thẳng. Xuống thẳng cái người đó đó, cái người đó đó.
Photo point kìa, visitor aloe vera. Photo point cái đó. Trên. Cát nó đổ ra.
Đi xuống dưới, thẳng dưới Hoàng. Nửa tiếng đi, còn có 15 phút nè. Mình tới đó là 10 giờ 15, 10 giờ 5.
Nó cho đi cái tour mà helicopter tour kìa.
Không phải đâu.
Blue á ha.
Không phải hơi
Yeah, xanh blue. Tại vì ông nói là không có oxygen nữa không? Nó lúc mặt trời nó chiếu xuống. Ông cầm cái gậy thì chắc ông nghe không? Sẽ nói. Giữa nước mà nó có mấy tảng đá lạnh, cái đó rồi. Cái iceberg small one. Nó giống như xi măng Hoàng ơi, nó không có dính cái bùn. Đấy là gỗ đó. Đổ cái về đây hết á. Vậy là everyday nó có người tới, everyday nó có người tới. Ngay chứ, chỗ này ngộ ghê á. Nước nó lạnh lắm á hả?
Mình đi á, nó có đi qua cái khúc nào mà
Có. Ngộ cái đất này ngộ ghê á.
Nó là cái gì á?
Thôi, anh đặt cái hộp vô trước đi, có gì em chụp cái hộp.
Đưa máy đây. Chụp con máy là cho anh đưa.
Đưa đây nè.
Đưa nha.
Rồi Hoàng với Hạnh ơi.
Em đưa máy nhỏ dần đây.
Có. Ok. Đẹp quá.
Cái dây cái nè. Đạt cái dây á.
Có. Không thấy. Bây giờ cho 4 người đi, đứng lên. Đứng chào cho 4 người.
Đưa cái máy nhỏ đó,
Dạ. Thấy không người này không?
Quá trời đẹp luôn. Quá đẹp luôn.
Đẹp. Đứng đứng chờ 4 người trong này đẹp lắm. Đứng đó hả? Đứng đó, sẵn đi. Cứ chưa chắc là check please. Rồi vô. Đây nha. Vô. Đây. Yeah. Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Excellent. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Chưa bao giờ.
Đó nhanh này.
Yes, picture of us.
Yeah, take yours.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Johnny?
Oh, wait a Đây cầm một con
Okay, ready?
Oh. I told you.
Did I knock it?
Yeah.
Okay, cheese.
Phải chụp phải nhín cái đó đi. Đúng rồi.
Oh, so beautiful.
One more?
Yeah.
Many more. On this side.
$10 each person? But we paid $10.
Trăm mốt.
$110. For all four of us.
Oh, watch out.
2 hours. Oh, so sorry.
Sorry, but
Trăm mốt.
For two, right? For four people for 2 hours.
But we pay just $10 each. Well, good for you. $10 each, like whatever we want to spend time here. We can.
Oh, but he took us all around though. The whole town, 2 hours.
Yeah. We took bus. So they give us like round.
Oh
trip,
yeah.
Oh.
And after that they.
Oh,
they
that's good.
That's
Yeah.
The standard is person.
Oh wow.
They walk. It was included in the book. Taxi. Oh.
Đi đang đi. Hấp. Này nó.
Nói sao một người là một người.
Đi xe bus. Nó không được, nó chẳng có.
Không cho mình đi gần nữa hả? Cho tôi vô trong đó hả? Oh, đúng good.
Nè, thôi ngừng, nhìn lại chụp
Chụp
cái.
cho hai bà này đi.
Hai người chụp. Ok.
Thấy thác không?
Thấy thác luôn. Thấy thác luôn.
Rồi, thác luôn.
Đây. Rồi con chụp bạn.
Vô đi, vô đó chụp cho.
Anh Phước rồi đứng đâu lạnh không?
Test thử cái mặt không?
Testing đi.
Được chưa? Hấp chưa? Trời ơi, lâu vậy.
Oh, see, birds are nesting in this area. Do not go behind this one.
Hả?
Oh, như lúc đá hả?
Đương nhiên đá bãi mà không là.
Mà hôm nay mình hên quá,
À.
giờ nắng nha, số 2.
Đúng rồi, hình đó.
Cái picture nó lên đẹp. Nó travel Mỹ, đâu có nó traveling là take 100 to 250 years of traveling down chắc phần Bắc Cực đó. Traveling all the way. Có bao giờ mình thấy cục nước đá giữa ngay như vậy đó. Nhưng mà kỳ đó mình lên Big Ben nó chỉ đóng băng thôi.
Đúng. Tuyết đó là cái đó tuyết.
Cái đó tuyết ấy. Còn cái này đá.
Là Iver.
Ai không biết ngày mai cái trường mình nó có đi ngang cái chỗ nào cái ngang cái iceberg à?
Có. Đẹp ha.
Rồi.
Đi vừa đúng lúc mà nó gặp
Gọi là gì?
có đẹp không? Không thấy be đâu. Này nó đúng là như là đất sét đó, mình lấy mình nắng đi. Không phải là tại vì những cái đất này nó bị cào đâu, nó nhuyễn quá rồi nó không, nó mài nhuyễn quá rồi.
Ngồi đó rất là lạ thiệt. đi bên hông á, đi vô đá đi đâu được, đi chỗ cũ đi, chỗ đó rót bước qua không được đâu. 10 giờ 5.
Còn có 10 phút thôi.
10 giờ 5. 10 giờ 5.
Hay là thôi mình đừng lên observation deck, mình đi cái trail đi. Chậu
đưa cái cây đưa tôi đâu ok. Đâu chỗ này phải cũ. Chỗ này chỉ mới với các bạn.
Mà
Cái
tới
này
tới
khô.
con chụp được nguyên cái tháp luôn hả? Rồi làm sao có mấy được mấy thứ.
Nhưng mà đông người quá, không dám ra đâu, đông người quá.
Hay là leo lên trên đó đấy. Leo lên trên đó có lý.
Vài cái nè.
Chen điệu chút xíu coi. Không có.
Đừng té nha.
glacier as it goes back up the valley. And you can see those median moraines in other glaciers as you go along in your cruise ship. And if you're going north, you can see the Hubbard Glacier, the Eagle Glacier, and others as you side over the coastal mountain range into Canada. And the highest peaks up there are about 7,000 feet. Further north, in the St. Elias range, you get 15,000 feet, but here it's a little bit lower in elevation. And these peaks along here are about 5,000 feet. And further back into the ice field, the ice itself can be 5,000 feet deep back in the ice field itself. So if you go feet a year, so it's a process that has sped up and more recently as the climate changes and warms a little bit, because there's more melting going on at a higher elevation. A glacier can only advance if the snow that's accumulated up above is greater than the amount of ice that's melting down below. It's kind of like an equation. And you see the silt, the reason that the lake is silty in color instead of crystal blue, because the glacier is, again, it's grinding its way down, and you can see the gray waterfall down to the right of the glacier, and that has that silt and it's feeding into the lake. Whereas the river over here, the Nugget Falls over here, that's coming down from above, that's mostly snow melt and rain that you see there. And so you can see where the two different bodies of water meet each other. You can even see it out in the ocean, where you'll be sailing along and the water looks really clear, and suddenly you enter a band of really different colored water, so you know that water is coming from a different source, and perhaps it's fresh water, it's a little bit lighter and has silt in it. Do any of you have any questions? The glaciers are blue in color because the snow is collected up in the ice field, and each year it gets compressed down by the next winter's snowfall, and under extreme pressure over 10 years at least, 100 years, 200 years, it's going to be compacted down into very dense ice. It's going to have the crystalline properties that absorb the red end of the light spectrum and allow the blue light, which has a higher frequency, to get through it. And the same as if you were here on a cloudy day, the glacier would actually look a little bit bluer because the clouds would have absorbed some of that same red end of the spectrum, allowing the blue to get through, which in turn would make the glacier look a little bit bluer. So it's blue because it's been compressed into very, very dense ice, almost the density of water, being as dense as it can get.
So,
You mentioned this glacier was almost down towards town in the 1700s.
1765, not downtown,
No,
but
that's
out
it.
here, yeah, toward in the housing development, yeah.
Wasn't there a mini ice age that we were just
That was
coming
the
out
mini
of?
ice age.
Okay.
Yeah, and 20,000 years ago there was a major ice age, the Wisconsin Ice Age, and the glacier had extended actually out to the ocean. And so that melted, and 10,000 years ago, this was actually a bay, because the ice had been so thick and heavy, it had actually compressed the ground down, and when the ice melted, then
Bớt nó nesting á.
Dưới này hay là Hoàng cho good spot. Cái chỗ đó nó walk như này đó, cái phát này đó.
Đó mình đi bộ xa gần chết.
Xa lắm. Ở mai á.
Thấy là chứ xa lắm á.
Đứng đây chụp cái nè.
Đứng đây có người mà
Đứng đi.
chụp cái người pháo.
yeah, it would change, you know, having a road to Judah would definitely change that.
Cái dòng nước nó giống như màu giấy vậy. Hả? Đúng không? Đây đi Hạnh.
Bà vô đi, bà vô đi, chụp chưa? Rồi, bà vô cái màn kìa.
Ok.
Chụp cái này vừa có thấy suối luôn đó nha.
Rồi.
Everything.
Anh đặt chụp cho em anh tấm.
Rồi Hoàng cái hành lại đấy. Đi ra rồi. Ok. Ok.
Thấy người sao?
Ok, you're good rồi. Ok.
Muốn về làm poster để trong hồng đi nhé.
Ok, dọn về.
Ngộ thôi.
Thấy.
Nó khác hẳn với cái Yosemite nha là mỗi chỗ nó có cái chỗ đẹp riêng hả? Như là ở Hawaii thì cái núi lửa nó lại khác hả?
go out to the end and then we can look at the and see what.
Đẹp quá. Quang nó chụp cho chụp Quang cái. Thấy đường không? Thấy không? Vô vô. Đây là phía dưới nãy nó chặt đây. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Okay.
With the time.
Yeah. For sure. Okay. Yeah, okay. 1, 2.
Thank you.
Okay.
They do have really neat shirts in there.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want a really good snack or a meal, right back behind here, you see these shops? They call it the Crab Shack, King Crab Shack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you get fresh king crab, big bowl of it for like $18, but I mean it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's fresh. They steam it right in front of you, give you a roll, hot butter.
Đúng rồi.
Where are you from? Oh, San Diego, yeah. Or Vancouver. And you have
Vancouver, you are.
I got it. Maybe we can do crazy pictures. That's how you bring it. Oh, bummer. Yeah, it's definitely healthy. Sorry, just get off the ship.
Okay, let's go đi. Lên đi.
Mì gói á.
Đây nè, quay.
Mình về già mình mới nằm mình coi được.
Đây về có mi lại.
Take picture. We decorated your place, I think. That would be different.
Si c'est plus éteint, xem luôn.
You buy a tooth when you were in lab? One day.
Em muốn tận xa trùng đó thôi.
Yeah.
This lady's a smart lady. She's the one that got me up here.
It was just a suggestion on my part. Oh, okay. Blue.
Almost like this, but it was pure blue. Isn't that amazing? Oh, really?
You want me to delete it?
No.
Well, I'll
You go through it later.
I got it. Did you have some? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ottawa Valley. You used to want to go, but you've got this gorgeous scenery all the time anyway.
Except for the iceberg, yeah, pretty much.
I freaking I don't know.
You know, if you do, you
It's about, I think,
might. Yeah, I think about time. That was easy minus 32.
whatever. All I know is I
know Ben's fan.
I was drinking, and then they said, "Yeah,
For the big one? Or?
Wait till we take that hard.
it's a big difference, right? Yeah.
They're gonna go this.
That's a nice one. The white bald eagle.
Some of the effects, you can't see that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah. I just love this. We moved from downtown Toronto to Ottawa. That's okay. You couldn't ask me for anything. I wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
No.
You don't know, don't say.
I know. Yeah, don't ask. I don't say.
Well, I don't have TV and I don't have radio now, so it wouldn't bother me anyway. I forgot color. Isn't it gorgeous, eh? Just joking. Aqua blue. That is the most gorgeous color, blue. So I guess the big one's around the corner.
Yes, that's it.
Really good close-up of it.
No, you can't. This is truly not. Yeah, you can see it.
Back end around.
People are very, very good. They don't mind you going in and taking a quick shot. That's with us. Yeah. Yeah, similar. Yeah, similar. Yeah. Once they're around, they're really good. They don't mind at all. Come on.
Now the iceberg is going.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, no, seriously.
The iceberg is going. A little bit more.
It'll probably be bigger one.
Let's see, come around the horn.
It has a hole in it. She needs more. You said she has a hole in the glass. She needs more. Yeah, it's not ice, it's almost looks like ice. Big block ice.
I got hair. Not mine. Nice picture of hair.
Brigadier General in the Civil War. The arms covers and consists of two deep, narrow fjords, Tracy Arm and Endicott Arm. Both are over 30 miles long, and 1/5 of their area is covered in ice. Sawyer Glacier, the twin Sawyer Glaciers, North Sawyer and South Sawyer, are located at the end of Tracy Arm. The wildlife in the area includes black, brown bears, deers, wolves, harbor seals, and a variety of birds, such as Arctic terns and pigeons. The mountain goats are usually found in the higher elevations. Alaska has hosted a glacier-flavoring mixture of climate and topography for the last 12.5 million years. Today, there are still over 100,000 glaciers in Alaska, although the ice covers only 5% of the state. The ice icing, this process called certification, changes snow to firn. Firn is a dense granular snow like corn snow. After the first season's melt, snow becomes firn. As it is compressed further, firn becomes ice. As the snow collects over many years, an ice field forms. Ice flows down to the valleys and slopes of the mountains, to the lower elevations, and glaciers are born. We will be able to get closer to the original Sawyer Glacier at the end of this fjord.
Okay.
If you've got somebody to help you, let them help you. Bring a pillow. Yeah, I got news for you, sweetheart. I got more padding than she does for my bottom. You won't
Playing from here.
For those of you on the starboard side, there are two bald eagles close to the water.
We're looking up in the air. Where are they?
I've actually learned that one too. Because port goes to left, it's the same number of levels.
That's right.
I actually learned that.
Why would you close to that one?
Starting to go this way a little bit. You're right, he's going right, I think. He's easing this way.
Well, if I get down,
Yeah, right. I need to bring my stool with me.
you watch my feet for me. Think they don't mind if I scooched in here. Yes, you too. If you don't mind, love.
And I won't.
It's okay. It's my husband.
Thanks anyway.
Oh, come on now.
We're ready to go.
I mean a camcorder.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Is that a film?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you can do so much more with it.
Walking advertise for Kodak. Huh?
That's right.
Yeah. Right now.
Oh, we're lucky it's not raining today. Oh, seriously. That's what they were saying, yeah.
She was shopper type?
Most
wives are shopper.
For some reason, all women like to shop. Even when they can hardly, I bet your wife, even she can hardly move, but she won't go shop.
Oh, she was shopping yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a good deal, I couldn't pass it up.
Why did you get it? We don't need it. Whatever you want.
Never see it again.
You get a yard sale.
That's right. All of a sudden, $50 for $2. Yeah, and then somebody says, "Well, will you take it over?"
Yeah.
Sometimes I just take it.
I thought that was a clown. No, it isn't.
I'm sure they took you long back, you know.
They would sell about one here a day.
Oh, they can only put one in at a time.
But he sees
This is now area. Oh, okay.
snow there, it's shadow. That's avalanche.
I don't think all Christians come in here, do they?
I know a lot of them go glacier days.
Well, only a few go to Glacier Bay.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Warning.
That was quite a sharp turn.
Yeah,
We ended up there.
it's written in the guidebook. Be sure to get up at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where they there's lots of wildlife. Look, there's two goats. Oh, look, there's two goats.
Somebody came with a helicopter, dropped them off.
Well, actually, from what I understand,
It's just the tip of the iceberg. As I said.
well, yeah, can you blame them?
Oh.
This turn as we approach the glacier, steep top rapids and fjords where the ice once held sway. Cracked pieces of rock plucked or torn from the bedrock are carried with other debris in and on the glacier. This debris scrapes the valley walls, leaving grooves and striations. Rock debris is crushed and ground into fine grains called rock flour. Glaciers are found in a variety of settings in Alaska and come in a variety of types, including mountain, valley, piedmont, hanging, and tidewater glaciers. Tidewater glaciers, which is what we are experiencing now, that end in deep waters, can also calve from under the water, shooting huge pieces of ice like missiles up through the surface to fall back with mighty splashes. The image of a slow glacial movement is now replaced by the sounds of thundering icebergs cracking and falling into the sea. The freshly capped bergs are often a sparkling deep blue and assume fantastic shapes as they slowly drift with the currents or breach themselves on outgoing tides. You may wonder why the pretty colors. Year after year, snow accumulates and compacts underlying snow layers from previous years into solid ice, causing changes in volume, density, and crystal structure. Glacial ice appears blue because it absorbs all colors of the visible light spectrum except blue, which it transmits. Glacial ice may also appear white because some ice is highly fractured with air pockets and indiscriminately scatters the visible light spectrum. Rocks and other debris picked up by the glacier can add a brown tint to the picture.
This is my first time in Star Wars. Gosh, I've driven before. So, yeah, okay. Well, somebody just told me that there was a lit rock. Is it? Yep, and you can do like which one was like?
Start in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Or New York City. Start in Boston, New York. Go up to Nova Scotia, go down the St. Lawrence, Quebec, and then Montreal. There's no way.
Particularly dark, and that is an example of an iceberg with sediment that it is taking out from the glacier.
Dark. Darker water.
No, water.
Rock water.
People thought it was an iceberg.
Làm giật mình.
It was an iceberg, I swear.
What?
That's why they say, oh my God. Oh,
Nữa.
nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Scary. Ôi.